In a previous video, I talked about why the white racists who burned down the town of Rosewood were simps. And the reason why they were simps is because they burned down this town based on the accusations of a white woman who said she was raped by a black man. And these men went out here to burn down an entire town, burn down people's homes, murder people, and destroy their businesses based on the accusations of a white female in the quest of defending this white female's honor. A dishonorable white female who said she was raped by a black man, but in actuality was having an affair with a white man. And I look at another case in American history where I see these racist white men. And this case is the case of Emmett Till. Now, Emmett Till was a 14-year-old boy who was living up north, who came down south to spend the summer with his family. And while he talked about having a white girlfriend to his southern friends, he then decided one day to whistle at a white woman. Now, the white woman, as we see it, pretty much didn't take too much to it. But these white males decided they were going to go out and defend the honor of this white female. So they went and grabbed, I'd say, kidnapped this boy, tortured him, gouged his eyes out, castrated him, and then threw him in the Tallahatchie River. And this murder, they said they were doing all because this black boy had the audacity to whistle at a white female. When I look at that behavior, I see more white racist simps. When it comes down to your white racist, he is one of the biggest simps in the world. He is the one who lives to defer and submit to women, and he lives to win the approval and attention of women. But what's really crazy about the whole case of Emmett Till is that many of these very same men who said they were defending the honor of this white woman, they were married and they had their own children. So when I look at these guys, I say, why are you trying to defend the honor of a female who, one, does not know about you, two, does not care about you, three, is not aware of you, and four, has no regard for you? This has nothing to do with you. And that's what makes these guys simps, because simps are always concerned about what the next man is doing. And they're always concerned about winning the favor and attention of women who just don't care about them. That's why I say that these racists who killed and murdered Emmett Till are simps. They were out here trying to defend the honor of a white female who does not care about her, him, or any of them. And what's even crazier was these men were literally willing to put their lives on the line for a female who had nothing to do with them and pretty much could care less about them. And when the aftermath of the Emmett Till case is where we really shows, how simpish these guys were. Um, yes, they found Emmett Till's body and it was presented, but when they went to court, yes, the guys got off by the all-white jury, but in the aftermath, these guys were pretty much ostracized in Southern society. They pretty much lost their jobs, lost their careers, lost their livelihoods, and were unable to take care of their family. Meanwhile, the female who they said that they were defending the honor of pretty much went on and had a pretty nice life. And that's what's so backwards about simps. They will pretty much sacrifice their very lives and livelihoods all for females who don't care about them. And your racist is the biggest simp of all, because what he's going to do is he's going to hate on other people so he can get the attention and approval of women who pretty much don't care about him. In another case of a racist simp is your Dylan Roof, and this is another case of another racist simp. So I look at his case. Here he is. He has a girlfriend. And he's not living too well. But because the woman he really wants is out here with a black guy, he decides he's going to go into a black church and kill a bunch of people. Again, more simpish behavior, doing things because he can't have a woman because she's with a black guy. And it's the black guy's fault and it's black people's fault. When in actuality, it's his fault for not making any claims. And really, when you look at the case of your Dylan Roof, he's like really, he's more than a simp. He's a mangina because what he's doing is he's with one, he's already got one woman, but then he decides he wants to get with this other woman, but he doesn't have the courage to go out and pursue her. So he gets mad because she's with a black guy. So he's going to go kill a church full of people who had absolutely nothing to do with it. But these racists are, when you literally break them down and look at them, they are some of the biggest cowards out here. And I look at the case of Emmett Till, and this was a true act of cowardice. These men hid their cowardice behind the skirt of a woman and defending the honor of a woman when they were clearly just as dishonorable as the female who lied about about what happened to her in the town of Rosewood. And these guys, when you examine their dysfunctional behavior, they clearly show the world how much of a beta male they truly are, because they have to hide behind they have to hide behind the skirt of a woman, they have to hide behind sheets, and they have to use excuses to hide their hatred of others and their inability to take responsibility for themselves. When you look at your racist, you really see some of the weakest men out here. Your white racist male is one of the weakest guys out here. He does not have the courage to go for what he wants. He doesn't have the courage to stand up for himself. He doesn't have the courage to take responsibility for his life. So he goes out and points the finger at others and blames them for his inability to do for himself. Because when you look at your white racist, he'll say it's the black people's fault, it's the Mexicans' fault, it's everybody's fault, but he never wants to ever once try to step up and try to do for self. And when I look at these simps, what they do when they blame and shame others is they bring death and carnage to innocent people, and they hurt people in ways worse than anything out here. These are the guys who pretty much will justify their murders and carnage on them not getting what they want, but you never see these guys ever trying to go out and meet their own needs. And when I look at the case of Emmett Till, it was just sad to see this young man lose his life, and then these guys make the excuse that they were defending the honor of a woman, when it really was these cowards were hiding behind this woman's skirt to do their evil deeds. That's all I have to say for this video. You can comment, rate, and subscribe.